Tonight for dinner, I'm making chicken tacos with 2 different types of fresh salsa. First things first, you need to flavor the chicken. I've got some chicken tenders here and I'm gonna flavor it with salt, garlic, onion, and chili powder and pepper. So sprinkle each on the chicken, seasoning generously on both sides. Once done, give those a good rub to make sure the flavors all soak in, and then pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes or until they are done. Once cooled, you can start to peel the chicken apart. You can shred it into pieces as large or small as you prefer. Now we need to make our salsas. The first salsa will be a tomato-based salsa. So I used about a half a yellow onion and a couple cloves of garlic. I also added in the tiniest bit of habanero pepper. A little bit goes a long way with this type of pepper. If you don't like spice, you can omit this altogether, or you can use a more mild pepper like a jalapeno. So first, I put it in the food processor and I chop up the onion mixture. Once that's diced to your liking, that's when I add in the grape tomatoes. I didn't have cilantro, so I added in some chopped parsley that I had, and then I give it another chop. Once that's done, I add in some lime juice and some salt to taste. Now for salsa number 2. So this is a sweet and spicy salsa. First, I dice up 1 ripe mango. I then add in some chopped red onion. Then I add in some bell pepper, and I also added in some serrano pepper for heat. And I sprinkled in a bit of onion powder and a pinch of salt. And that's it. Now for the tortillas. First step is taking the tortillas and warming them up in the microwave. I put them in for about 2 minutes, but what you're looking for is to have the corn tortillas nice and flaccid for the next step. Then, time to bake up in the oven. Bring them over to the oven and you're going to use the oven racks to bake those tortillas. So you're going to hang them over the racks. You can hang over 2 if you want a wider taco, or just over 1. I do it both ways, but today I'm going to just do 1. Obviously, be careful here and use gloves if you need to, or pull out the rack further if that's easier for you as well. I have the oven at 375 and leave them in until you see the tortillas getting brown on the edges. Make sure you check on them periodically. Once done, take them out of the oven, and while they're still hot, open the tacos a bit so you have the desired space for your fillings. Then grate some cheese and start building your tacos. I'm adding cheese, chicken, spinach, and the tomato salsa to one of the tacos. And with the other taco, I put cheese, chicken, spinach, and the mango salsa. There you have it, dinner is served. These were so good. I honestly didn't have a favorite between the two types of tacos. They both brought great different flavors. Highly recommend you try it out. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more delicious meal ideas.